I'm proud of being black. Can't be no more than what I am, and I want my woman to be the same way. I feel more comfortable. You know, right now I'm not comfortable because I don't have a woman black enough for me.
I do not want segregation to come back because there are too many black men who love white women. And then if they can't date white women, they're going to try to date black women. And then what? Get us to do what the white women do? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
These are not our women. And I think that's when I say that, that doesn't mean I can't care about them or work with like-minded women who are open to still wanting to work with us.
True.
But this is the CIA's women.
True.
This is corporate America's women. This is HBCU like women. This is Hollywood and social media and Instagram's women. This is not our women until their behaviors show otherwise.
No, men need women and women need men. But you guys just think you don't need men. We know I would never want to live on this planet without you.
I don't think I need a man.
Excuse me, sir. Do you think you need a woman? Do you need a woman?
Hell yeah. Thank you.
For what?
For what? Would you want to live on this planet without a woman?
Everything, but
You want a woman. You want a woman or you need a woman to live and breathe and eat?
I would say, number one, yeah, you just need companionship. Companionship.
But that's that's not a necessity though.
And it kind of is.
You want
though.
a woman for companionship and to have
Because
kids.
if we get depressed and want to offer ourselves,
You don't want to be like lonely and sad.
Okay, we don't need a man.
So I got.
And when I say start thinking outside of the box, your black woman may not be in the States, fellas.
Yeah.
Your black woman may have recently come here from South Africa, from Brazil, from you name it. Your black woman may also have a second language like Spanish.
Yep.
What up, just welcome to TSG Rewind. I am your host, Shaun C. In this episode of TSG Rewind, I want to take you back to a video that I did. It was titled, Black Men Were Saying This in the 80s and Got Ignored. And so I'm only going to play just a little excerpt from that video, but I'm going to link that video at the end of this one so you can check it out for yourself. The beginning of this conversation is going to take us into a deeper conversation about how 70 years of the Black matriarchy has completely and utterly failed. And I'm going to show you the proof how. Do me a favor, hit that like button so more people can see this. Consider subscribing to the channel and becoming a gent. Help us get to 60,000 subscribers. And with that being said, let's get started.
I'm proud of being black. Can't be no more than what I am, and I want my woman to be the same way. I feel more comfortable. You know, right now I'm not comfortable because I don't have a woman black enough for me.
I do not want segregation to come back because there are too many black men who love white women. And then if they can't date white women, they're going to try to date black women. And then what? Get us to do what the white women do? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm sorry.
I think the ladies of the 70s were more independent, but the ladies of the 80s will be more dependent on men. Mostly because they've been outside in the world and that they've seen how hard it is out there.
There's definitely black men that are doing well financially, but there's a lot of black women are doing well financially and they want their equal or higher. Is there enough to match everybody up with? It's not. What do you do?
If you know it's not enough high quality men to go around, why do you ladies have these dumbass standards?
They're only concerned with themselves.
What bill does a man have to be ready to pay to date you? Rent.
The rent, like water bill, all of them. At least a fucking phone bill. Wanna come over? Them lights need to be on. Please pay my light bill.
I don't think a man should be dating if he doesn't have money.
Oh.
You shouldn't even go into the thought.
If you don't have money.
If you don't have a job, if you don't have savings for a rainy day, you can't expect to even jump into that.
Into a relationship.
Oh my God. Don't even date. Don't even take that girl out. I'm talking to you.
My bill only $145 a month.
That's a lot. God damn.
Well, that's your fault, not mine.
I said, damn, I'm the man of the house.
They have no religious or no convictions whatsoever, and sex is usually their first priority.
If I introduce you to a trick, right?
Yeah.
And you give you 10,000.
So I'm a
But no.
Yeah.
Whoa, damn. Huh?
10,000? I'm a
How
How I feel about the women here in the 80s, that they are beautiful, fantastic, and most of them have the jobs. So stick with them.
You said you were going to take care of me.
Something. I said, you go to the store. I said, you go to Hidden Souls and you get
What happened to you taking care of me?
I am taking care of your body.
That's not taking care of me if you're not taking care of my family.
What are you doing, bro? Don't bring it up on my time, bro. No, bro, that's what we doing, bro. I'm not buying her free.
Seriously doing this in public?
18 cousins,
In public?
nobody, nothing, bro. I'm buying
Are you
size
serious?
7 for you. You wear a 7. You don't wear no 6.5. You don't wear no 8. You wear a size 7.
What I hear is you're being a broke.
One person.
What I hear is you're being a broke.
I can't speak for other men, but I knew that I was probably gonna die single once I started getting on some 50-50 is not good enough, and you gotta pay all my rent, all my mortgage.
Now, gents, one of the things that I did in that previous video is I took a discussion between men and women in the early 80s, and I wanted you to hear the discussions that they were having 40, 50 years ago. You could see that it was the beginning of what we're seeing now. It was a mindset change, and that mindset change has led to women supposedly evolving, getting better, being able to do more today than they've ever been able to do. But in the process, what happened? What we saw was that this matriarchy that came about, women are the ones raising the kids, women choosing to go at it on their own, women choosing to prioritize their career, and in the process, the nuclear family suffered.
Matriarchal squalor?
It is basically, if we examine the last few generations, we've got several generations, and I'm not using this word as a pejorative, but the Bible has used this term. You've got several generations of bastards raising bastards, meaning women who've been the heads of the home. There are no men around, and they're just raising generation after generation with matriarchal rule. And as a result, you get the squalor type conditions that you see today.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. Did I say your goofy ass to shut the fuck up, bitch? Bitch, shut your bitch ass up. Bitch, shut the hell up.
Don't laugh, it ain't funny.
Attitude.
Do you need that?
Now walk off.
You got you 8.
Attitude.
Girl, what's up?
Now walk off.
Bye.
Attitude.
You can set up.
Now walk off.
Girl,
Attitude.
you won't look in my face.
Now walk off. Attitude.
Girl, bye. I could clock your teeth.
Now walk off.
Okay, there's no phones on campus in the building.
Okay.
She was out on her phone, and then a teacher asked her to hand over her phone, and she refused and kept walking.
Okay.
So I took her to the front office.
I will talk to her.
You can see this is learned behavior. Who they get it from? The parents.
Matriarchal rule. And as a result, you get the squalor type conditions that you see today, whether that's the out of control crime, the low literacy rates, the sexual promiscuity, the inability to pair bond and form your own healthy relationship with a man because you've never seen it. You got 4 generations of memas and aunties and G-mas and mimis, but there's no pawpaws. There's no big daddy with the big piece of chicken. You like, what? You don't even know what that reference means.
Just as she said, there's no pawpaws. There's a generation that doesn't know what it's like to have a pawpaw around or a grandpa, uncles and such. They don't have those in there. Even if they have those, they don't know those men to even have a voice in the family. You have families right now that we see where you might be dating a woman and she take you to see her family and it's all women. It's mom and her sisters and aunts and grandmas and ain't no men around. There is no masculinity in that house. That is a household that you want to absolutely run from. Me showing you that these women are teaching these young girls to be unruly. This isn't the first time I did that. And they think that shit is cute to have these little girls online talking reckless, which makes sense because they talk reckless and they act reckless in the future. We're going to talk about that in a video next week, so make sure you subscribe to get more content on this. But I already have my video clips lined up to show you how this behavior is permeating to our women, to modern women today.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but black women destroyed the black community. Let me explain to you guys what I mean by that. You guys, every time I post something about black men, I have black women coming onto my page saying, oh, well, black men destroyed the culture. They make single moms out of all of us. You're absolutely right. But the thing is, black women destroyed the culture in the first place. And now the reason why black men are like this is because of them. Before 1950 and from 1920 to 1940, the black family was one of the strongest family units in America. We had the highest marriage rates, we had the lowest divorce rates, we had the highest two-person household rates, and now in 2026, all that stuff is inversed. Now we have the lowest marriage rates, we have the highest divorce rates, we have the lowest two-person household rates. Why? Because black women decided to protest the nuclear family.
What would happen if you presented the full picture? What would happen if you told your audience that approximately 69.3% of births in the black community occur outside of the marriage? But then you clarified something very critical. That does not mean that 69.3% of black men are fathering children. Because when you look at the data, only about 46% of black men have ever fathered a child. Now, let's go further. About 61% of black women have had at least one child. Compare that to the same 46% of black men. That creates roughly a 15% gap. And that gap matters because it tells you that births are not evenly distributed across black men. A smaller percentage of men in general, not just black men, are responsible for a large share of black women's births.
If you have children with someone in Georgia that you are not married to, as a father, you have no legal rights to that child. Zero rights. Nothing. You can't do nothing with that child. You have to go through the legitimation process. You must, and it has to go through superior court. You cannot do it on your own. It has to be signed off on by a judge. So the legitimation is the route to take if you have children and you're not married to that mother. You got to go through legitimation or you have no rights as a father. They can still get child support. Because as long as DNA is established. Now here's the catch. The DNA test is offered, it's not mandatory. So if a father says, no, I don't want it, you still gonna pay child support.
Okay, but wait, okay, now I got a question. Okay, the woman can get child support after a DNA test.
Correct.
Right? Okay, but does the DNA test not serve as the legitimation? Proves that you are the father.
And that you are financially responsible.
But the legitimation is what gives you rights.
Yes.
So this man is absolutely right. You had a bunch of women who chose to dismiss the family, the nuclear family in the black community in favor of whatever the government was offering. Understand that our strength as black people has always been when we've been together, when we come together, when we support each other. We understood that it takes a village to raise a child. Yet modern women have chosen to go at this alone, saying that they don't think that fathers are necessary in the home, that they can do it without a man, not understanding that they have put all of our children at statistical disadvantages due to this limited thinking and mindset. But instead, you will allow yourself and allow the courts to control what's going on in our community, in your home. You would rather put that man on child support because it is a means to an end for you, instead of saying, you know what, before I lay down with this man, is this the type of man that is good, a good father, who will be a good provider, who will take care of me and my child? That's not a priority to black women.
Men are emotionally unavailable because we're programmed to be emotionally unavailable.
Okay.
As a black man in America, if I fell down at the age of 3, I'm told to get my bitch ass up. I'm told to stop crying. And if I fuss and if I show you any signs of weakness, it's automatically correlated with me being a woman or acting like a girl.
Right.
So I always ask women, I challenge women, why would you think, right, that from 3 to 43, all of a sudden we get married, we get in a relationship, and now I'm supposed to be emotionally available when I've been programmed to be numb to this for the last 40 years? It's extremely hard for me to show you emotion. So it's like you will say that you want a certain thing, but then you'll weaponize that thing and then wonder why a man will turn it all the way off. And a lot of women don't understand, you get one opportunity for a man to be vulnerable with you, and once you fuck that up, he will never open up again. He took his armor off. So you have to understand, it's like Superman without the cape. is either we are going to grow together or we are going to grow apart. You have to ask yourself, for the long game, is my man being emotionally unavailable something I can handle for the rest of my life? Now, can he change? Absolutely. But he would have to deem it an issue within himself, something that he doesn't like.
We are in a situation where you have a bunch of young men who are growing up around women. And if he doesn't have that male influence, all he's seeing is how women deal with things with their emotions. And so most of the time, women's emotions fluctuate. We weren't built to experience our emotions that way. The reason why we might be emotionally unavailable is because as men, sometimes we have to make the hard choices. And when we have to make those choices, it's not to say that we can't think with our emotions, but sometimes in life or death situations, I have to take my emotions out of it to do what has to be done. Y'all don't think that we get upset or sad or want to cry at the thought of leaving our family? This society right now tells us that that's a problem. It tells us that it's a problem that we're built that way to be able to go and do the thing that we got to do. Yet, as this man brought up in a great point, if we open up, then we get shamed for it. That's how you cut off the emotional capabilities of a man. And the thing about it is, gents, a lot of women have done this to men and wonder why you have a whole generation of men that don't want to open up at all.
We have a man who everybody hates. We hate him. His mama hate him. His family hate him. The white police hate him. The regular white men and white women hate him. This is a man who is hated by everyone. The only solace that God made for him was us. And when he comes to us and can't get any sanctuary at all, then he don't have no life. And then they win, because what they want to do is to destroy him and make us think that we are better than him, so that we will help the enemy destroy our own man that God gave to us. We have the best man on earth. Everybody want him. He looked better than everybody. He's stronger than everybody. He is the best, the wisest, and the most beautiful. Now, of course, many of our men have been tricked by the enemy too. But since we are the mothers, we are the first face they see. We are the first person they talk to. We the first person to feed them. We do all of that and raise them up. And so if there's a silly man out here, he didn't grow up and be silly. He was silly as a little boy because his mother mismanaged him and didn't reparent him using the truth.